Today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute and easy personalized gifts. So these are drink coolers, koozies, I don't know. That's the first time I've actually heard that word today. We call them stubby coolers here in Australia, but they're essentially drink coolers, and they are one of the easiest gifts to personalize using your Cricut or any other vinyl cutting machine. So what you'll need are some of these coolers in whatever color you choose, some heat transfer vinyl, and so these are actually for our upcoming Disney cruise, which is part of our fish extender gifts. So if you are looking for a simple, quick and easy fish extender idea, this is another really easy option. But regardless of the occasion, you can personalize these for anything. You can do them for a bachelor party or a hen's night, a birthday, anything really that you want to personalize them with. And they are so easy and they're really cheap too. So let's get to the tutorial. Okay, so here we are inside of the Cricut design space, and I'm just going to start off by creating a shape for each the front and the back, and I've sized these based on the approximate dimensions of my cooler, and that way you're not going to make your design too big or too small. And just grabbing my SVG files, which are files that I have gotten off of Etsy, and then resizing these to fit inside that working space. So you don't have to create that shape, but I just do find it makes it easier to visualize, and you're less likely to be wasting vinyl by cutting things the wrong size. And then just changing the colors and the sizes just to suit my design. Now adding the text to each of these, so these will be personalized gifts with each of the person's names on them. And then I want to make sure that these cut as a single piece, because the worst thing is when you've accidentally not combined your images and you've got to put all the little pieces back together again. So this way it'll cut as a single section rather than having it all spread out. And getting rid of those backgrounds, I don't need those because we won't be cutting those out, and then duplicating each of my designs to suit the number of coolers that I'll be making. So to go through and change all the names so that I've got one for each person. And then again, making sure that the name design is welded together so that they will cut as a single piece. Sending it to cut to my machine. So I'm using my longer mat and making sure to mirror that because it has got words on it, and using heat transfer vinyl means it will end up backwards if you don't mirror it. So make sure you don't forget that step. Just adjusting these on the mat a little bit just so that I don't waste as much vinyl. You don't need to do this, I'm just being stingy. All right, once all of your design is on the mat the way you want it, then you can hit go and send it to your Cricut machine for cutting. So I'm using a standard iron-on vinyl for this purpose, not the Cricut brand vinyl, as I ran out. And putting your vinyl onto the mat, making sure that you do put it shiny face down when you're using heat transfer vinyl. Okay, I've got my EasyPress 2 ready to heat up. It's actually a little bit hotter than it needs to be because I had it set at a higher setting. So before you do any new project, make sure you always check the heat guide on the Cricut website, just so you know. So I'm using everyday iron-on, and the fabric for the coolers is neoprene. So then you hit apply and it'll tell you. So you can switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius on there. So it's telling me 140 degrees Celsius and 20 seconds. So my machine has a little way to come down. So while that's cooling, I will get these ready. So it has a little bit of a stick under it. It shouldn't move too much. And then I'm putting a piece of parchment paper over the top to just protect it from getting too hot. My EasyPress is now ready, so let's see how we go. So I'm pressing the button and that'll do the countdown to 20 seconds. So dealing with this sort of fabric, you need to be a little bit careful because you could potentially melt the neoprene, and we don't want that. And then repeat for the other sides. Now adding on the Disney Cruise logo. And again, setting that timer for 20 seconds. And then repeating that process for all the others.